Please subscribe, share, like, comment. Question: which bank released the report of the Internal Working Group on Rationalization of Branch Authorization Policy? Answer: Reserve Bank of India. Explanation: the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, released the report of the Internal Working Group, IWG, on Rationalization of Branch Authorization Policy. The group is chaired by Lily Vadra, Chief General Manager, Department of Banking Regulation. Question: Indian pharmaceuticals sector seek major support from which country market? Commerce Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced that the share of India in that drug market. Answer: Japan. Explanation: Indian pharmaceuticals sector seek major support from the Japanese market. Commerce Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced that the share of India in the Japanese drug market. The demand for generic medicines in Japan and India's capability to meet this demand can prove a win-win for both countries. Question: the two-day State Power Ministers Conference held in which city? Answer: Vadodara. Explanation: Government of India signed a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) with Government of Maharashtra and Maharashtra State Electricity Distribution Company Limited, MSEDCL, under the Ujjwal Discom Assurance Yojana (UDAY) at the two-day State Power Ministers Conference in Vadodara. Question: which edition of Air Force Day is celebrated at the Hindan Air Base in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh on October 8, 2016? Answer: 84. Explanation: 84th Air Force Day is celebrated at the Hindan Air Base in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh on October 8, 2016. It was officially established on October 8, 1932. The Indian Air Force has been engaged in 4 wars with the Pakistan and 1 with People's Republic of China after its independence. Question: name the hurricane that hit Florida along the Atlantic coast and drenched the state with rain and its strong winds pushed waves over beaches. Answer: Matthew. Explanation: Floridians along the Atlantic coast were coping with rising water as Hurricane Matthew drenched the state with rain and as strong winds pushed waves over beaches. Question: the Supreme Court stayed the commercial release of the genetically modified variety of which vegetable till October 2017? Answer: mustard. Explanation: the Supreme Court stayed the commercial release of the genetically modified GM variety of mustard till October 17 following a petition as this could have severe consequences on the environment and human health. Question: who has been appointed as brand ambassador of Vizag Steel by R. Ramakrishnan, director and co-founder Baseline Ventures? Answer: P.V. Sindhu. Explanation: Indian professional badminton player P.V. Sindhu was roped as brand ambassador of Vizag Steel. It was announced by R. Ramakrishnan, director and co-founder Baseline Ventures. Question: the President of China Xi Jinping appointed Luo Zhaohui as new ambassador to which country by replacing Li Yaqin? Answer: India. Explanation: China's envoy to Canada, Luo Zhaohui, 54, is appointed as China's new ambassador to India by the President of China Xi Jinping on October 8, 2016. He will replace Li Yaqin. Question: which airport Terminal 3 has achieved Platinum rating from Indian Green Building Council? Answer: Indira Gandhi International Airport. Explanation: according to the Delhi International Airport Limited, Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airports, IGIA, Terminal 3, T3, has achieved Platinum rating from Indian Green Building Council, IGBC. Question: who has bagged the 24th Eklavya Award for the year in recognition of her sporting excellence? Answer: Srabani Nanda, Deep Grasika, Dispan, Turkey. Explanation: Sprinter Srabani Nanda has bagged the 24th Eklavya Award for the year 2016 in recognition of her sporting excellence. Hockey players Deep Gracika and Upsin Turkey will receive a cash prize of Rs 50,000. Question: which public sector undertaking has announced a start-up scheme with a corpus amount of Rs 30 crore? Answer: IOCL. Explanation: Indian Oil Corporation (IOC) has announced a startup scheme with a corpus amount of R'(S.30 crore). Startup scheme will promote collaborative research, develop an innovative ecosystem, nurture entrepreneurship, boost startups with rural orientation and open up avenues for young employees of IOC to launch startup projects. Question: which country Prime Minister had visited India for a 5-day aimed at deepening bilateral ties in a range of areas including trade and investment? Answer: Singapore. Explanation: Prime Minister of Singapore Lee Hsien Loong arrived in India for a 5-day visit, October 3 to October 7, aimed at deepening bilateral ties in a range of areas including trade and investment. Question: the Reserve Bank of India had granted in principle approval to how many payments banks as on September 2015? Answer: 11. Explanation: the Reserve Bank of India issued separate operating guidelines for payments banks and small finance banks in view of their differentiated nature of business and focus on financial inclusion. The RBI had granted in principle approvals to 11 payments banks, August 2015, and 10 small finance bank, September 2015. Question: President had lifted U.S. economic sanctions on which country, terminating an emergency order that deemed the policies of the former military government a threat to U.S. national security? Answer: Myanmar. Explanation: President Barack Obama had lifted U.S. economic sanctions on Myanmar, terminating an emergency order that deemed the policies of the former military government a threat to U.S. national security. Question: which year is the deadline for Union government to completely seal the India-Pakistan border as part of an extensive plan to monitor the country's frontier security? Answer: 2018. Explanation: the government would completely seal the India-Pakistan border by December 2018, was announced by Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh as part of an extensive plan to monitor the country's frontier security. Question: name the scheme which was inaugurated by Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal at Guwahati to give training for unemployed youths? Answer: Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Kendra. Explanation: Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal inaugurated first Model Skill Development Centre Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Kendra at Panjabari, Guwahati. It is an initiative of the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and National Skill Development Corporation. Question: Union Petroleum Minister along with the State Chief Minister have launched the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana in which state to provide free LPG connections? Answer: Maharashtra. Explanation: Union Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan in the presence of CM Devendra Fadnavis launched the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, PMUY, in Maharashtra to provide free LPG connections. Question: which government has allocated 40.68 hectare land in Hingloy to Department of Atomic Energy, DAE, for LIGO India project? Answer: Maharashtra. Explanation: Maharashtra government has allocated 40.68 hectare land in Hingloy to Department of Atomic Energy, DAE, for LIGO India project. The Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory, LIGO, project that was given the in-principle approval by the Cabinet plan to construct in Hingli district, Maharashtra. Question: Which of the following country to host the Asian Ministerial Conference for Disaster Risk Reduction on November 3 to 5, 2016? Answer: India. Explanation: India will host the Asian Ministerial Conference for Disaster Risk Reduction next month, which will focus on partnership with governments and stakeholders to imbibe the practices in the region's development narrative. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more updates.